island that never lets you leave. What if there was a place in America so terrifying that anyone who stepped onto its shores vanished forever? No survivors, no rescue stories, no explanations. For more than a century, rumors spread among fishermen, sailors, and explorers about a forgotten island hidden somewhere off the eastern coast of the United States. An island that appeared on no official tourist maps. An island surrounded by strange fog. An island where compasses stopped working. And according to local legends, once you set foot there, you never came back. Many dismissed the stories as myths. Others believed something far more sinister was waiting there. But in 2019, a group of researchers uncovered documents that revealed a chilling truth. The island was real, and what happened there remains one of the strangest mysteries ever connected to the United States. This is the shocking story of Raven's Hollow Island, an unknown mystery that continues to haunt investigators to this day. The story begins in 1898. A fishing vessel named the Morning Star departed from a small harbor in Maine. The crew consisted of 6 experienced fishermen who knew the Atlantic waters better than anyone. 3 days into their voyage, they encountered a dense wall of fog, unlike anything they had ever seen. The fog stretched across the horizon like a giant gray curtain. According to the captain's log, strange sounds echoed through the mist. Some crew members reported hearing distant voices. Others claimed they could hear bells ringing somewhere far away. Curious and believing another ship might be nearby, the captain ordered the vessel toward the source of the sounds. Hours later, the fog suddenly cleared, and there it was, an island. None of the sailors recognized it. The rocky shoreline was surrounded by steep cliffs. Dark forests covered the interior. Oddly, no birds could be seen flying above it. The ocean around the island appeared unnaturally calm. The captain decided to anchor nearby and investigate. 3 crew members rowed a small boat toward the shore. The remaining fishermen waited aboard. Minutes turned into hours. The men never returned. At first, the captain assumed they had become lost in the forest. As night approached, he ordered another rescue party to search for them. The second group disappeared as well. Terrified, the captain immediately abandoned the area and returned to Maine. His report was met with disbelief. Most authorities assumed the missing fishermen had drowned. But the captain insisted something was terribly wrong with the island. For the following decades, similar reports began to surface. In 1911, 2 treasure hunters searching for rumored pirate gold vanished after landing on the same island. In 1924, a private yacht carrying 4 wealthy adventurers disappeared after entering the region. The vessel was later discovered drifting at sea, completely empty. The engine was still running. Food remained untouched on the table. Personal belongings were scattered throughout the cabins, yet not a single passenger was found. The incident sparked national attention. Newspapers began referring to the location as the Island of No Return. As more stories emerged, fear spread among local communities. Fishermen started avoiding the area entirely. Some claimed mysterious lights appeared above the island at night. Others reported hearing screams carried across the ocean by the wind. The legends grew darker every year. Then came the event that transformed the island from a strange curiosity into a government concern. In 1937, a scientific expedition funded by several universities launched an investigation. The team included geologists, biologists, cartographers, and radio operators. Their mission seemed simple: land on the island, document its environment, and finally determine why so many people disappeared there. The researchers arrived aboard a large ship equipped with the most advanced technology available at the time. Initially, everything appeared normal. Radio communication remained stable, weather conditions were perfect. The first transmission described the island as beautiful, but strangely silent. No birds, no insects, no visible wildlife, only dense trees and towering cliffs. Hours later, the tone of the transmissions changed. One researcher reported hearing footsteps behind him, despite being completely alone. Another claimed shadows were moving between the trees. The team leader dismissed the concerns as stress, but the reports continued. That evening, radio operators received a disturbing message. One of the scientists claimed he had discovered abandoned structures deep within the forest, stone buildings unlike anything previously recorded in North America. The structures appeared ancient, far older than any known settlement in the region. The message ended abruptly. Moments later, all communication ceased. The expedition never returned. Weeks later, government ships arrived to investigate. What they found only deepened the mystery. The research vessel remained anchored offshore. Everything aboard appeared untouched. Equipment was operational. Personal belongings remained in place. Yet every member of the expedition had vanished without a trace. No signs of violence, no signs of evacuation, no bodies, nothing. Government officials sealed the reports and classified much of the information. For decades, details remained hidden from the public. The island slowly faded into legend. But the disappearances did not stop. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, occasional sightings continued. Pilots reported navigation failures while flying nearby. Compasses spun wildly. Radio signals became distorted. Several aircraft crews described seeing strange lights emerging from the island's interior during the night. Military officials investigated these claims, but released few details. Then, in 1968, another shocking incident occurred. A documentary crew attempting to film the island disappeared during production.
Their boat was eventually recovered. Inside, investigators discovered dozens of reels of film. Most were damaged. However, a few seconds of footage survived. The footage showed dense forest, ancient stone ruins, and a series of symbols carved into massive rocks. Experts could not identify the markings. Before the camera abruptly fell to the ground, an unidentified voice could be heard saying, "Something is watching us." The recording ended there. No member of the crew was ever found. The footage fueled widespread speculation. Some believed the island contained evidence of a lost civilization. Others suspected secret military experiments. Paranormal investigators proposed even stranger theories. One theory suggested the island sat atop a powerful magnetic anomaly capable of disrupting human perception. Another proposed the existence of an unknown natural phenomenon that caused hallucinations and disorientation. But perhaps the most terrifying theory emerged from documents uncovered decades later. In 2019, investigative journalist Ethan Walker gained access to previously sealed archives through Freedom of Information requests. Among thousands of pages was a collection of reports from government scientists. The documents described unusual measurements recorded near the island, electromagnetic readings far beyond normal levels, sudden fluctuations in timekeeping devices, and repeated accounts of personnel experiencing memory loss. One report described a researcher who claimed he spent several hours exploring the island. Yet, according to his colleagues, he had been missing for 3 days. The researcher had no memory of the missing time. Even more disturbing were accounts describing visual distortions. Witnesses reported seeing figures standing among the trees, human-like shapes that vanished whenever approached. Others described hearing voices calling their names from deep within the forest. The voices often belonged to deceased relatives or missing friends. Researchers warned personnel never to follow the sounds. Several individuals ignored those warnings. They were never seen again. As investigators analyzed the evidence, a chilling pattern emerged. Nearly every disappearance involved people venturing inland. The shoreline itself appeared relatively safe, but once someone entered the forest, the chances of returning dropped dramatically. Satellite imagery revealed something even stranger. The island's interior seemed to change over time. Paths appeared and disappeared. Clearings shifted location. Structures visible in one image vanished in the next. Scientists struggled to explain how such changes were possible. Some believed the phenomenon resulted from environmental factors. Others suspected flaws in the imagery, but no explanation fully accounted for the evidence. Today, many experts believe the island may possess unique geological properties capable of affecting human perception and navigation. Powerful magnetic fields can interfere with electronic equipment and compasses. Certain gases released from underground sources can cause confusion and hallucinations. These explanations account for some reports, yet they fail to explain the most disturbing question: what happened to the missing people? Despite more than 100 years of investigations, government investigations, and terrifying legends, no confirmed remains have ever been discovered. No survivor has emerged. No definitive answer exists. The island continues to appear in maritime folklore, conspiracy theories, and paranormal investigations. Many researchers remain fascinated by the mystery. Others refuse to discuss it altogether. Local fishermen still avoid the area. Some claim strange lights continue to appear above the island after sunset. Others insist they occasionally hear distant voices drifting across the water. Whether these stories are based on reality or imagination remains uncertain. What is certain is that dozens of people disappeared under circumstances that have never been fully explained. The island remains uninhabited, untouched, and feared. Perhaps one day, technology will uncover the truth hidden beneath its forests. Perhaps the missing will finally be accounted for. Or perhaps Raven's Hollow Island will remain exactly what it has always been, a place of unanswered questions, a place of impossible disappearances, a place where curiosity can become a fatal mistake. And if the legends are true, somewhere beyond those cliffs and dark trees, the island is still waiting, waiting for the next visitor, waiting for the next explorer, waiting for the next person brave enough to discover what lies within. And just like those who came before, they may never return. The mystery should have ended there. After more than a century of disappearances, government investigations, and terrifying legends, most people assumed Raven's Hollow Island was nothing more than a dangerous place wrapped in exaggerated stories. But in 2021, something happened that reignited global interest in the island. A team of 5 independent explorers announced they were planning a modern expedition. Unlike previous groups, they intended to live-stream their entire journey. Their goal was simple. If the island truly contained something unusual, the world would see it in real time. The team consisted of experienced hikers, drone operators, and survival experts. They spent months preparing. Satellite maps were analyzed, emergency communication systems were tested, multiple tracking devices were attached to every team member. They even arranged for a support vessel to remain offshore throughout the mission. Thousands of viewers followed the expedition online. On the morning of September 18th, the team departed from the mainland. Weather conditions were ideal. The ocean was calm. For the first few hours, everything went exactly as planned. The live stream showed nothing unusual. The island appeared much like previous descriptions: dark forests, steep cliffs, and an unsettling silence. As the team approached the shoreline, viewers noticed something strange. Several electronic devices began malfunctioning simultaneously. Drone cameras flickered, GPS signals weakened, audio transmissions became distorted. The explorers laughed nervously and continued forward. At first, the problem seemed minor. Then, things became increasingly unsettling. One explorer reported hearing footsteps behind him. The live stream microphone captured the sound. Crunch, 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 as if someone was walking through leaves only a few feet away. The explorer quickly turned around. Nobody was there. The viewers watching live flooded the chat with warnings. Some claimed they had seen a dark figure briefly appear between the trees. Others assumed it was merely a shadow. The team pressed onward.
About an hour after entering the forest, they discovered something unexpected. Ancient stone walls. The structures matched descriptions from the lost 1937 expedition. Massive blocks of stone stood among the trees. Many were covered with strange symbols. No one could identify the language. Some markings resembled geometric shapes. Others appeared almost impossible to describe. The explorers began recording detailed footage. Then, one team member noticed something unusual. The symbols looked freshly carved, not weathered, not ancient, fresh, as though someone had created them recently. The realization made everyone uneasy. Who could possibly be living on the island? And why had nobody ever reported seeing them? The team debated returning to the shore. Before they could decide, another strange event occurred. One explorer suddenly froze. His face turned pale. He stared into the forest. When the others asked what was wrong, he whispered, "Do you hear that?" At first, nobody heard anything. Then the audio equipment picked it up. A voice, faint, almost impossible to understand. It sounded like a woman calling someone's name. The voice seemed to come from deep within the forest. The explorer became visibly emotional. He claimed the voice belonged to his mother. The problem was that his mother had died years earlier. The team leader immediately ordered everyone to stay together. Nobody was allowed to follow the sound. For several minutes, the voice continued. Then it vanished. The atmosphere changed completely. The explorers were no longer excited. They were frightened. Hours later, as evening approached, the team decided to return to camp near the shoreline. That was when they realized something was terribly wrong. One of their members was missing. Only moments earlier, all 5 had been walking together. Now there were 4. Nobody had seen him leave. Nobody had heard him call for help. It was as if he had simply disappeared. The remaining explorers searched frantically. They shouted his name repeatedly. No response came. As darkness fell, the situation became even worse. The forest seemed different. Paths they had used earlier were gone. Landmarks had changed position. Several members insisted the trees themselves looked unfamiliar. Panic began to spread. The live stream viewers watched as the team argued about which direction led back to the coast. Hours passed. The explorers became hopelessly lost. Then, the camera captured something that would later become famous across the internet. A tall, dark figure standing between the trees, motionless, watching. The image appeared for less than 2 seconds, then it vanished. Millions of people later analyzed the footage. Some believed it was a person, others thought it was merely a tree. No conclusion was ever reached. The explorers clearly saw something. Their terrified reactions left little doubt. At approximately 11:43 p.m., the live stream abruptly ended. The final image showed heavy static, then darkness. The support vessel waiting offshore immediately launched a rescue operation. By sunrise, search teams had entered the island. What they discovered shocked everyone. The explorers' equipment was scattered across the forest. Backpacks, cameras, tracking devices, everything remained except the people. All 4 missing explorers had vanished, just like the countless others before them. Not a single trace was found. Authorities launched one of the largest search operations in the region's history. Helicopters scanned the island, drones surveyed every square mile, specialized search teams combed through the forests. Nothing. Weeks turned into months, months turned into years. The case remains unsolved. Investigators eventually released portions of the recovered footage. Experts carefully examined every frame. Several disturbing details emerged. Objects appeared to move in the background. Shadows sometimes seemed inconsistent with the lighting conditions. And in multiple recordings, unexplained voices could be heard, despite nobody being nearby. Skeptics argued these anomalies resulted from technical issues. Believers claimed they were evidence of something far more mysterious. To this day, nobody knows what truly happened on Raven's Hollow Island. Perhaps there is a scientific explanation waiting to be discovered. Perhaps powerful natural forces are responsible. Or perhaps the truth is stranger than anyone imagines. Whatever the answer may be, one fact remains unchanged. Every person who ventured too deeply into the island's forest disappeared. Not a single confirmed survivor has ever emerged to tell the story. And somewhere off the coast of the United States, hidden beneath fog, darkness, and decades of unanswered questions, Raven's Hollow Island still exists, silent, waiting, watching, and guarding its secrets from